Navy Provost and Regulatory School, Makurdi. 6 children, 1 sentry, 1 regular, 1 petty officer, 24 inspection. Dear Daniel, sir. I, sir. Put down out.
Representative of the Executive Government of Benue State, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, to kickstart this event, I request we all rise for the national anthem and thereafter the national prayer. Special guest of honor, sir. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Autumn, ably represented by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hemba, retired, the Director of Navy, Federal Ministry of Defense, the Special Guest of Honor, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Survey and Solid Minerals Resources, Benue State, His Royal Highness Ter Makurdi III, the Zaki Kanshio Community, Honorable Julius Atoro, the Chief Executive Officer, AT&S Nigerian Limited and his spouse, Principal Staff Officers from the Naval Headquarters here present, the representative of the Commander Joint Task Force Operation Wellstroke, the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command, the Air Officer Commanding Tactical Air Command, the Commandant Air Force War College of Nigeria, the Commandant Nigerian Army School of Military Engineering, the host, the Commandant Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 4, commanders and commandants of military formations, heads of various security agencies here present, senior officers serving and retired, other invited special guests, captains of industries, staff and students of the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, gentlemen of the press, Naval Training Command, Rear Admiral M.K. Nurere, for his welcome address.
Guest of honor, Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awazuberu Gambo, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Admiralty Meda, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otom, represented by the Special Advisor on Security, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hemba, retired, the Director, Navy, Federal Ministry of Defense, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Survey, and Solid Mineral Resources, Benue State, His Royal Highness, the Makurdi III, His Royal Highness, the Muetor Makurdi, the Zaki Kanshio community, Honorable Julius Atoro, the Chief Executive Officer, AT&S Nigerian Limited and his pals, Principal Staff Officers from the Naval Headquarters present, the representative of the Commander Joint Task Force Operation Wildstroke, the Air Officer Commanding Tactical Air Command, the Commandant Air Force War College of Nigeria, the Commandant Nigerian Army School of Military Engineering, the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 4, Commanders and Commandants of Military Formations, heads of various security agencies present, senior officers serving and retired, invited special guests, captains of industries, staff and students of the Nigerian Navy Provost School and Regulating School, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound gratitude to God Almighty and a deep sense of humility that I welcome the special guest of honor and our esteemed guests to this historic commissioning of the new Nigerian Navy Barracks, Kanshio, Makurdi. As we may already know, the Provost Department is responsible for the impartation of discipline to service personnel, and the fact that discipline is the bedrock of the armed forces underscores the significance of today's event. I therefore make bold to state that this project holds immense value for the well-being of Nigerian Navy personnel, and as such, our operational effectiveness. With this at the back of our minds, we wish to most sincerely express our deepest appreciation to the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awazuberu Gambo, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Admiralty Meda, for not only envisioning and making the project real, but also for his unwavering support to the Naval Training Command and the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, Makurdi. Following the relocation of the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School from Lagos to Makurdi in 2010, Nigerian Navy personnel were accommodated in rented quarters across 5 different locations within Makurdi. However, with increasing scale of training in the school, these facilities turned out to be inadequate, and coordination across the dispersed locations became more challenging. In keeping with his pledge to prioritize personnel welfare and training, the Chief of the Naval Staff, in July 2021, graciously endorsed the Nigerian Navy Barracks, Kanshio, Makurdi. This barracks consists of 51 flats of 2- and 3-bedroom detached and semi-detached flats sitting on about 3 hectares of land. It is well designed and built with high-quality building materials, superior finishing, and good internal roads. Additionally, there are sporting facilities, worship centers, there's a mosque and a church, there's a 33 kVA line and dedicated 500 kVA power transformer. There are also observation as well as security posts and 300 kVA standby generator. That's not all. we have solar street lights. There are boreholes for fresh water, and the drainages are superb. It is noteworthy. I thought we were going to give a round of applause. Thank you very much. It is noteworthy to mention that, as anticipated, home personnel morale has improved since the completion of this project. Movement between the accommodation and the school is easier to coordinate, and feedback indicates that our togetherness, in line with our motto, is enhanced. This is a clear demonstration of the Chief of the Naval Staff's determination in providing best possible administrative and welfare services as contained in his vision for the Nigerian Navy, which is to leverage on all factors of national location, technology, training, teamwork, and synergy to re-energize the Nigerian Navy and enhance her as a well-motivated and ready naval force in the discharge of our constitutional mandate and other assigned tasks in fulfillment of national security objectives. Dear distinguished special guest of honor, sir, invited special guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to once again express our profound gratitude to the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awad Zubairu Gambo, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Admiralty Staff, for his commitment to upholding discipline in the Nigerian Navy and moving the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School to loftier heights. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the representative of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, for his presence and contributions since the relocation of the school to Benue State. Our appreciation also goes to the Director of Navy, Ministry of Defense, traditional rulers, and every invited special guest who, despite your busy schedule, made the time out to honor our invitation. Once again, you're welcome, and God bless you all.
Give the flag officer commanding another resounding round of applause while he takes his seat. Thank you, sir. The special guest of honor, sir, with your kind permission, may I welcome the Chief Executive Officer, AT&S Nigeria Limited, Honorable Julius Atoro, for his remarks. The Honorable, sir.
His Excellency, Dr. Samuel Uriah Otom, Executive Governor of Benue State, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awad Zubairu Gambo, CFR. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to lean on the already well-established protocols. On behalf of the board and management and staff of AT&S Nigeria Limited, I warmly welcome you to the commissioning of the Nigerian Navy Barracks, located here on Thomas A2 Crescent, off Victoria Atoruto Street, Kanshio District of Makurdi, Benue State, on this 20th day of February 2023. We feel highly honored by our partnership on this historic project. I would want to express a profound gratitude to the Nigerian Navy for trusting and collaborating with AT&S Nigeria Limited to make it a reality. Guest of honor, sir, we're most grateful for your patronage and trusting in our company. The journey of what is today Navy Barracks is a lengthy one that started a long time ago when my petty trading mother built me my first house in 1978 at the age of 10 years old when I was in primary 5 in Zakiba. It was a 9-room face me and face you structure, and I had the duty of collecting the rent and keeping it, which was 20 naira per month per room from the tenants. I did this throughout my secondary school and my university days. This experience gave me an early appreciation of real estate as a business. And it was the same house that I sold for 280,000 in 1996 to start AT&S Nigeria today. Today, AT&S Nigeria has real estate holdings and assets in excess of 10 billion naira. AT&S Nigeria Limited was incorporated with the Corporate Affairs Commission as a private limited liability company on the 1st of August 1997, mainly to engage in agro-based businesses. But we eventually moved into construction and civil engineering projects. Genesis Estate Kanshio, now Nigerian Navy Barracks, is our flagship real estate project development and that's the reason why we call the Genesis the beginning. AT&S Nigeria Limited has proceeded to develop several other large-scale projects, such as the Victoria Torutio Complex in Wurukum here in Makurdi, where our head office is, the Lion House Industrial Park Complex on Goko Road, opposite the Benue State University, and other private projects within the FCT in Abuja. The Chief of the Naval Staff, sir, the significance of today's commissioning ceremony of Naval Barracks, Makurdi, to me, is much greater than just business. The Nigerian Navy has a frontal role to play in the security of Benue State. The history of incessant attacks on farming communities in Benue has shown that most of the time, the attackers come in and exit through various parts of the River Benue, which to date has no form of surveillance. A well-settled Nigerian Navy within Benue will take its rightful place at the pinnacle of the security architecture of Benue State. Also, a deeper partnership with Nigerian Navy will lead to the eventual dredging of the River Benue with its attendant commercial advantages, not only to Benue State, but also to the entire northern Nigeria. It is for these reasons that we bent over backwards to ensure the qualitative completion of this project, even as prices of materials tripled since July 2021, when the contract was awarded. And we had to operate at considerable loss because of these differences, price differences. We, however, see our sacrifices here as an act of patriotism to our country, Nigeria, and with the hope that this partnership will open more doors for greater cooperation with the Nigerian Navy on infrastructural projects and contracts, both within Benue and across the country. Genesis Estate, now Nigerian Navy Barracks, was conceived as a modern residential estate. It sits on a 3 hectares piece of land and consists of 51 housing units, comprising 20 units of semi-detached 2-bedroom houses, 2 units of fully detached 2-bedroom houses, 18 units of semi-detached 3-bedroom houses, and 11 units of fully detached 3-bedroom houses. The estate has been built with a lot of unique features which have already been mentioned here. In furtherance of our corporate social responsibility, AT&S Nigeria Limited, out of the works that were required of us, sponsored the construction of the volleyball court, the badminton court, the re-netting of the 5-a-side football pitch, and the painting of the barracks mosques to complement the self-help efforts of officers and men. On behalf of AT&S Nigeria Limited, I want to express our deep gratitude to the entire community, Kanshio community, and for warmly receiving AT&S Nigeria Limited from the onset in June 2006, when we purchased this piece of land from Colonel J. Shawan, retired, up till the foundation laying on the 25th of March 2011 by the then Governor, His Excellency Dr. Gabriel Suswam, now a serving senator representing Benue Northeast Senatorial District. The Chief of the Naval Staff, sir, I want to once again appreciate you and the entire Nigerian Navy for believing in our company and giving us an opportunity of partnership. And also, we reiterate our commitment to this partnership and to this partnership with the Nigerian Navy to providing decent living quarters for naval officers and men across the country. Thank you very much, sir, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
A resounding round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. Officers, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, it is my singular honor and privilege to most respectfully request the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command to invite the special guest of honor, the Chief of the Naval Staff,
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otom, ably represented by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, Lieutenant Colonel Paul Hemba, retired, the Director, Navy, Federal Ministry of Defense, Mr. Raji Ishaka Ogunshola, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Survey, and Solid Mineral Resources, Benue State, Town Planner, Ada Telnumom, His Royal Highness, the Third, Makurdi the Third, Ole Vincent, Honorable Julius Atoro, the Chief Executive Officer, AT&S Nigeria Limited, and his lovely spouse, Principal Staff Officers from the Naval Headquarters here present, the representative of the Commander, Joint Task Force Operation Wild Stroke, the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Training Command, the Air Officer Commanding Tactical Air Command, the Commandant Air Force War College of Nigeria, the Commandant Nigerian Army School of Military Engineering, our host, the Commandant, Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, commanders and commandants of military formations, heads of various security agencies here present, senior officers serving and retired. Permit me to specially recognize our mentor, Commodore B.S. Corps, and our father, Naval Warrant Officer Yongu, retired, and other of our colleagues here present, other invited guests, captains of industries, staff and students of the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, members of the 4th Estate of the Rim, ladies and gentlemen. I say I am glad to be at this commissioning ceremony of the Nigerian Navy Barracks Kanshio here in Makurdi, and to again welcome everyone present here today. This project is another significant milestone amongst many initiatives in the comprehensive transformation plan articulated for personnel welfare towards effective discharge of Nigerian Navy's constitutional mandate. Pertinently, the Nigerian Navy is cognizant of the significance of barracks for personnel as it creates the essential ambience to reinforce discipline and training as well as esprit de corps amongst others. Consequently, the impact of modest barracks with necessary amenities for aesthetic of such restricted area cannot be quantified, as it is adjudged a veritable tool for motivation and morale booster for operational efficiency. It is in this regard that the Nigerian Navy has continued to prioritize infrastructural development in the hierarchy of its preferences. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the 4th quarter of 2022, an estate on 4,000 square meters, land containing 10 units of 3 bedrooms duplex with sundry amenities was commissioned at Katankwe in Abuja to accommodate senior officers, while another estate at Gudu on 4,020 square meters, land having 32 units of 2 and 3 bedrooms is next on the commissioning list. In addition, precisely on the 3rd of December 2022, groundbreaking ceremony to commence development of 147 houses at the Admiralty Estate at Sokoro, Abuja, as well as another 150 units of post-service housing at the Navy Estate Karshi, Phase 3, also in Abuja, were conducted. More recently, development of the Admiralty Shelter Estate, Topo Badagry, Lagos State, under a joint venture partnership arrangement was initiated last month. These are in addition to several ongoing projects at various units and bases of the Nigerian Navy, including tri-service institutions across the country that are at various stages of completion. Indeed, we are here today in Benue State, food basket of the nation, to commission the Nigerian Navy Barracks Kanshio, sited on 3 hectares of land containing 51 detached and semi-detached 2- and 3-bedroom flats with other infrastructure befitting an estate of its magnitude. It is remarkable that the sterling commitment of the Nigerian Navy towards sustained infrastructure development has undoubtedly ameliorated accommodation challenges. This feat also facilitated dividends, as witnessed by contributions of the Nigerian Navy to national security, peace, and prosperity, particularly within the maritime domain, as well as on land. Though we are not where we desire to be, but there is progress and hope for a brighter future. This unprecedented infrastructure development milestone, as well as the Nigerian Navy's capability to protect the maritime resources around our littoral for the well-being of Nigerians and economic prosperity of our great nation, could not have been possible without intervention from the federal government. Let me therefore use this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude to the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, for his unquantifiable support to the Nigerian Navy. I wish to also salute the Honorable Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, retired. We appreciate you for your leadership and guidance. I also consider it most appropriate to appreciate our Chief Host, His Excellency, Dr. Samuel Lore Otom, the Executive Governor of Benue State, for his immense assistance towards actualizing this dream come true project. Relationship between the Nigerian Navy and Benue State government has been most cordial and rewarding. This is further buttressed by His Excellency's kind intervention towards facilitating possession of the permanent site for the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School. Your Excellency, the Nigerian Navy is appreciative of this kind gesture, and we are not taking that for granted. I would like to commend the leadership of the National Assembly for the legislative support to the Nigerian Navy, particularly the Chairman, Senate and House Committees on Navy, distinguished Senator George Sekibo, and Right Honorable Yusuf Gagdi. Thank you for understanding the peculiar needs of the Nigerian Navy, which you have demonstrated time and time again through timely appropriations. Let me also acknowledge and appreciate all our distinguished personalities, special guests and friends of the Nigerian Navy that have come to this ceremony and make it a reality. We are truly grateful. I will not end this address without congratulating the very first occupants of this edifice. As I felicitate with you all and wish you a happy stay, I urge you to take absolute ownership of this project, as well as inculcate deliberate positive maintenance culture, so that this huge legacy project will serve future generations of naval personnel. I want to also remind you all that political activities in the country for the forthcoming 2023 general elections is at its climax. Hence, I urge you all to maintain neutrality and be apolitical. We must also be guided by the rules of engagement, standard operating procedures, safety precautions, and code of conduct for the armed forces as we support the Nigerian police force in aid to civil authority for a successful conduct of the 2023 elections. Finally, it is my hope and fervent prayers that we all return to our respective destinations safely. Thank you all, and as we say in the Nigerian Navy, onwards together. God bless us all.
Executive Governor of Benue State, the Special Guest of Honor, sir, senior officers serving and retired, distinguished invited guests, the Flag Officer commanding Naval Training Command, to invite the Special Guest of Honor for the commissioning. May I humbly request all the invited special guests to accompany the Special Guest of Honor for. May I most respectfully request the Flag Officer commanding Naval Training Command, assisted by the Commandant Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, to kindly invite the Special Guest of Honor for the cutting of the ribbon and commissioning of the Nigerian Navy Barracks Kanshio, Makurdi. Thereafter, accompany the Special Guest of Honor for the inspection of the barracks. The flag of
that should be in the middle.
In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful, I have the honor and privilege to cut this tape to commission Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, Kanshio, Makurdi, to the glory of God, to the benefit of Amen. Okay. Nigerian Navy Barracks Kanshio Makurdi, commissioned on 28th February 2023 by my humble self, Vice Admiral Awad CFR, Chief of the Naval Staff, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. Okay.
Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Admiralty Medal, the Director of Navy, Federal Ministry of Defense, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, Soil and Solid Mineral Resources, Benue State, the representative of the Commander, Joint Task Force Operation Wild Stroke, the Flag Officer commanding Naval Training Command, the Air Officer commanding Tactical Command, the Commandant Air Force War College, Nigeria, the Commandant Nigerian Army School of Military Engineering, the representative of the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 4, commanders and commandants of military formations, head of various security agencies here present, senior officers serving and retired, other invited special guests, captains of industries, staff and students of the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege for me to give the vote of thanks after this historic commissioning ceremony. What we have witnessed today could not have been possible without the commitment and magnanimity of many personalities and organizations. It is therefore only wise we acknowledge their efforts. I would like to first express our profound gratitude to Almighty God for making both the project and the commissioning successful ones. I will also want to sincerely thank the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu Gambo, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Admiralty Medal, for graciously acquiring the erstwhile Genesis Estate and completing the construction of what it is today. Commissioning the Nigerian Navy Barracks Kanshio, Makurdi, has demonstrated a rare faith in ensuring that staff and students of the Nigerian Navy Provost and Regulating School, Makurdi, are adequately catered for. For this exceptional show of love to us, I say thank you very much, sir. I assure you that we will do our utmost best in ensuring prudent use of these barracks and the facilities therein. Next, I would like to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, for his untiring support. I must appreciate the Flag Officer commanding Naval Training Command for his constant support and encouragement. I thank you most sincerely, sir. My appreciation also goes to the Director of Navy, Federal Ministry of Defense, traditional rulers here, other invited special guests for honoring us with your presence. May God bless you all. Once again, I thank you all and wish you safe journey back to your various destinations. Fair winds and following seas.